Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I've got something a little bit more exciting. I'm joined today by Christine Lucignano, who is a celebrity makeup artist. She's a friend of the brand Bourjois, and she is here today to show you how she created this makeup look. So this is your version of a young Hollywood red carpet makeup look.
It is quite fresh, a lot of longevity, and no opportunities for photoshopping. So the skin has to be on fleek.
On fleek, exactly.
On fleek, yes.
So it's going to be between two videos. The first video is going to be face and base, and then the second video is going to be eyes, brows and lips.
Right.
So if you guys want to see how Christine created the face and base for this look, then just keep on watching.
So Chloe, I've chosen to use the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. It has an incredible glow. It hydrates you for 16 hours and utilizes the fruit therapy. So it not only gives you good coverage and evens out the skin tone, but it also has some treatment to it. And I'm using color number 55. So
The fake tan.
it's great though, much safer. So I am using my finger, which I often will. The only time I would use a brush really initially, it would be for maybe a CC cream. But you can come back and buff this with a brush or a beauty blender, which I love to use. So center the face, and I'm using color number 55, but I also have a little bit of color number 53 on my palm because I tend to use two foundations on a face. So something a tiny bit lighter in the center. Instead of just leaning on my concealer to do that, I started out with the foundation that way. So.
And I usually would go in with the lighter concealer. Always,
yeah.
So I never thought of doing it with the foundation.
Yeah, and I think if you do the foundation, your hand is a little bit lighter. I'm sort of wanting to give you a really fresh, young Hollywood skin. So it's very much, you don't have an opportunity to be touched with a camera post-production or anything when you're on a carpet. So I do old school and make sure that the skin looks amazing pre any sort of post work. So now we're going to go into some concealing. I'm using the Radiance Reveal Concealer, which hydrates for 24 hours. I think it's really important that your concealer is a hydrator as well. I still put this on the palm of my hand, and I initially use my finger. I'm using shade number 2 to start out with, so if you look up for me, darling. And I get this as close as I can here. And then I come in with the trusty Beauty Blender, and I'll blend that off. So Chloe, I'm coming in again with the Radiance Reveal, but I'm using shade 3, which is the deepest shade. And I am going to, look up for me, darling, because I've done some correction first with the lighter shade. I'm now going to come in and match skin tone a little bit more. This is so luxurious in texture that you could actually use this on the face. I know sometimes you like to use a liquid concealer, so you could use this on top, but you should correct first, so you don't lean too heavily on this move.
I definitely don't do that. I just throw it all on. Happens.
Okay, Chloe, now I'm going to use one of my favorites, which is the Java Rice Powder from Bourjois. It's one of their heritage pieces. It blurs the lines, it sets the makeup, and if you're going to be doing any baking, then you can definitely use this product to do some baking. So,
I love this.
Yeah, using a small brush. I just work out of my cap. So center of the face. What I like about it is it doesn't get rid of the radiance that you've put in. It just sort of
has a glow to it.
It does, yeah. It just finishes the makeup, gives you a little bit of a blur, and does it without any color whatsoever. So it's translucent. And just close your eyes for me. Don't forget the lids. Okay, now, darling, I'm going to use the Healthy Balance powder. It is a matte finish, but it also has hydration, and the fruit technologies are in the product as well. So for this guy here, I'm going to give you just the beginnings of bone structure and shape. It can also be used as just a finishing mattifying powder. So I'm just kind of coming in here and setting the groundwork for shape, but also giving us a nice matte finish where we need it. Okay, now I'm going to use my favorite, which is the bronzing powder and highlighter combination.
Love.
So this is number 55. So take that smaller brush and just come in here and start to follow that shape you don't need a ton of contouring because you've got natural sort of hollows.
And I'm a fiend for it.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, it really is, especially if you wear your hair down. But yeah, so just a little bit of this with a smaller brush. If needs be, for me, I have to come in here. And you can also work it on the nose or anywhere where you want to tailor. So now I'm going to use my favorite new Sculpt Light. It's misleading, the name, because it is a highlighter, but again, you can strengthen your sculpt with the right type of highlighter. So just here, and I'm using my finger, and if you want to, you can blend away with a brush or a beauty blender, but I think the finger is unbeatable. So a little bit here, and it has the right type of iridescence. It's not too gold, it's not too pink. It just sort of really works, and it's really refined. So you don't look like, you know, landing strip highlighters. A little bit here. I know you like a little bit on your nose, and I love that too. And
these are the kind of popular areas, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. It's the highs of the skin. You want to just, but if you're too high, if you're too protruding or your nose is a bit long or too angular, then that will make it look more so if you touch on that spot. So just be mindful of that. Okay, next I'm going to do something a little bit controversial. I'm using the Aqua blush, which is a 12-hour hydrating liquid blush. A little bit goes a long way. I want to just give you a really beautiful flush of color, and instead of doing this before, I like to do this at the end. So yeah, fingertip again, so smile for me, darling. Just gives you that really great young Hollywood flush of color, like you know something that we don't.
And usually people always do the cream together, but this one works okay on top of the powder.
Absolutely. I mean, it's pretty seamless. Now, as a tip, if you want it to be even more seamless, do take your beauty blender that already has the product in it and just sort of tap on the top, because then it will get that hyper real complexion look. So beautiful. So now I'm going to come in with one of the heritage pieces, which is wet poured and then baked. Beautiful pigments on this. So this is one of the blushes in the pots, and this particular color is number 3. So with a small brush, although there is a really cool little brush that is just designed to go right over your cheeks, but I'm going to use a smaller brush and just to kind of seal the deal. So give me a little smile and just give you an extra little oomph to the cheeks. So this will stay all day long. Now, Chloe, just for some finishing touches, I'm using the new Bourjois Blur the Lines. It's a concealer. It's in a stick form, but it is really designed for finishing touches or somebody who needs a light conceal. But again, because it blurs the lines, just look out for me. I really like it as a finishing out here, sort of the way you might highlight with one of the liquid highlighters, just to kind of refine all the little spots here, anything that you want to physically blur the lines and perfect. And I'm using color number 3. It comes in 3 shades. So as a recap, darling, we prepped the skin with great skincare. We came in with a Healthy Mix foundation, which is hydrating, love. Used 2 shades for that, a bit deeper here, a bit lighter in the center. We concealed, and we've corrected with the concealer, the liquid concealer first, the Radiance, and then used a skin tone. Finished everything with a fabulous rice loose powder. Came in with a Healthy Mix compact just to start to set up bone structure, and then I followed with number 55, which is the contour highlight bronzing. Little liquid blush, a little sculpt highlight on top, and then some of the powder blush. And the last step was the new blurring concealer, just to perfect anywhere that needed a little bit of blurring. So that is your finished complexion. And would you like to take a look?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh, I love that.
Do you like it?
Do you know what's so funny? It's so different than how I do my makeup, and I look way more fresh.
Great, okay.
I love it.
You like?
I'm excited now for the rest.
Young Hollywood. Think
Love
red
it.
carpet, baby.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're
I love
welcome.
that. Exciting. So that is it for today's video. Like I said, Christine completed the face and base for this look. In the next video, she's going to be finishing off the look and doing the brows, the eyes and the lips. Make sure you stay tuned next week. I'll be uploading it on my channel. and you can see the completed look then. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will leave all of the products used on my face in today's video down below, so check the description box. And that is it from me. Bye.